Assalamualaikum and hi. I am FITRI HAYEKAL bin HAIRIZAL and I am from 4 Bmma 2/1 Group D. So today we are going to present about emission reduction devices for vehicle. So for the introduction, we know that on-road vehicle emission are major contributor at atmospheric pollutants and have a serious impact to their inhabitants. We also know that the vehicle emission is come from the emission of gases from the exhaust system of the vehicle, such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, oxygen, oxides of nitrogen, and so on. So, automotive emissions were responsible for approximately half of the air pollution in cities. Many great efforts and trials have been made to reduce the gases. So, in this study, we are using the remote sensing emission, which is it is used on the road to measure the real driving emission as vehicle drive by in normal everyday driving condition using emission analyzer especially adapted for roadside use.
Hi, my name is FADHILAH binti TUGIMAN. Now I will presenting about theory of operations. Remote sensing device will measure exhaust emissions of vehicle as they are driven past the remote sensing device on the streets. The camera records an image of the vehicle number plate which contains registration information about the passing vehicle such as the manufacturer, year of manufacture, and engine size. The emissions are measured spectroscopically by casting a narrow infrared and ultraviolet beam of light across the road and through the trailing exhaust car. A mirror then reflects the infrared and ultraviolet light back to a series of detectors that measure the amount of transmitted light at characteristic wavelengths absorbed by the pollutants of interest. The detectors that capture the infrared and ultra UV light, it will measure the amount of light transmitted at certain wavelengths. The observation analyzer then turns this data into data that can be converted into identifiable gas readings by roadside sensing computers. Finally, cars that violate remote sensing criteria will be issued a notice of violation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is MUZZAMIL. Will be present about the dari. We can see that after the vehicle has passed through the laser, this will need to measure the vehicle speed and the acceleration, and then after measure the vehicle speed and acceleration, the beam intersect the car exhaust, and then after that there is a camera at the highway, so the camera will capture the license plate image. So lastly, after the camera has capture the license plate image, it will send the data to the computer, and then the computer will receive the exhaust gases and particulate reading and the vehicle evaporative emission level remotely. So on the right picture, it show that the type of sensing cinematic, that we has a infrared source, infrared beam, the camera, and also the computer. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I am Abdul. Okay, now I will explain on the advantages and disadvantages for this proposed idea. Firstly, this remote sensing can cover a large areas and features, and also the data can be processed easily and fast by the system because of the technology used is very good, and also it can be utilized for various purposes. Other than that, This remote sensing can achieve a repetitive coverage on dynamic themes such as water and agriculture field, so it's very good to be used. However, the disadvantages is it was one of the most expensive method, so we need to use high money, high cost to implement this method. And due to the direction of infrared to the phenomena, the information provided may not be complete, and the image display may be interfered by natural phenomena such as rain. So the disadvantages is quite high, so we need to carefully think of this idea. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, next. My name is Mohamad Nazree bin Mohamad. Okay, for future for remote sensing. Okay, in my opinion, the technology of the future of remote sensing is IoT remote sensing. We use IoT to easy to monitor the sensor, which is we use ThinkSpeed. ThinkSpeed can export the data which is used as a data and can be operate by MATLAB apps. Okay, the IoT technology like Arduino, which can control sensor and transmit output everywhere. And the user can use any gadget which is use a Wi-Fi connection to connect the data to see and to monitor the data in the this big application. Okay, thank you.